Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder, issue number 1 from IDW. So this series is basically Old Man Shredder hunting down a splinter group of the Foot Clan. So yeah, we have Old Man Shredder, and he's just walking through the city, and he comes across a garbage truck that is actually spying on this building. And one of the guys says, "What are you doing here?" And he says, "I'm going home." And he ends up breaking into the building that they're spying on. And it turns out that the building is the old Foot Clan headquarters, like the old clan that Shredder used to run and control. And as soon as he walks in, they immediately attack him. I don't think they have any idea who he is. And so he just easily fights them, beats them. We have moments where he keeps seeing worms, and whenever he sees the worms, he like kind of goes berserk. Like he kind of just like freaks out. He just sees red, and so he starts slaughtering all the Foot Clan ninjas. And he's just making his way up the building until he comes across another room with more foot ninjas there. And they start shooting bows at him, and one of them hits him. And as soon as he pulls it out, he just sees worms again, and he just starts again going berserk. And he's like killing them, chucking them off the building where they're falling to their death. And we have a moment where he goes like to like the top room, and he shows the sword that he stole off of one of the ninjas. And he says, "This sword has not been sharpened today. Know that if you had respected your blades, your debts would hurt less." And I was like, all right, that's cool. That's pretty badass. So basically, their debts are going to hurt a lot more because the blade has been blunted and it hasn't been taken care of. And it's kind of like a metaphor about not only are they not taking care of the sword, but they're not taking care of his teachings. And so because of that, he's going to hurt them even more than if they had. So yeah, he just goes and he starts slaughtering all of them. He takes some damage in the process, but he remains tall in victory. And then that's when we have this woman show up. And she basically says, "We thought this place was abandoned. We filled it with love and light. You're supposed to be dead." He's like, "No, I've been, where I've been is so much worse than hell." And we get like a flash of where he's been. And she attacks him. And she easily beats him. Like, it's not even a fight. She knocks his sword away super easily, touches his temple, and he's down. And she says, "You may not remember me, but I served under you for years. From when I was a girl. Once, when inspecting our training, you corrected my elbow position. It's a memory I cherished for years. You seemed like a god. You never repaid any of our worship, not even with your notice. And now look at you, nothing but meat." And she kicks him in the head and knocks him out. And this pissed me off. I'm like, are we gonna get modern day garbage in this? Like, Shredder was trained for this all his life. He rose up to the ranks. He has the experience. He has the training. He has everything over her. Biological as well. And it's not just the fact that she beats him, but it's the fact that she beats him so easily. This is a former pupil, and she just kicks his ass. He doesn't even put up a fight. He just got through beating up an entire building full of Foot Clan ninjas. He doesn't even put one punch on this girl. She easily just knocks his sword away, touches him in the temple, he's down, and then she kicks him in the head and knocks him out. I'm just like, get the hell out of here with that BS. But a bunch of military guys show up, and everyone's gone except for Shredder. And basically, it turns out that these military guys were spying on this building for a very, very long time, observing it, and Shredder pretty much screwed up the entire operation. And I'm just like, well, maybe that's your guys' fault. If you knew that they were in there, maybe you shouldn't have spent so long, like, just observing, and maybe you should have sent a bunch of men in there and actually stop them. Only this one woman seems to have any knowledge of even who Shredder is. Because they like want to interrogate him and basically beat him up and stuff. And she's like, "Do you have any idea who you have in cuffs, you morons? This is Roku Sakai." So she goes in and she basically tells them, like, "I'm here alone from the Earth Protection Force. I have a job for you." She shows a picture of the woman that kicked his ass. It says, "This woman is known to us by Mononym Rhea. He goes by the title of Mourner. Pretty much she has been acquiring exotic components to assemble some sort of extra-dimensional bomb." And obviously, we don't want that to happen. She wears your old symbol, but inverted. She was once a low-ranking member of the Foot Clan. She was one of yours, and we want you to stop her, basically. Oh, at least Shredder calls her out on that. She's like, you need me to track her down, don't you? You don't know why she wears the foot symbol, debased. You don't know what her bomb is for or how she's bringing special components together. You think I may have the answers to these, and perhaps I do. What are you going to offer me in return? Like, my freedom isn't enough. And she pretty much hits him where it hurts. She says, I'm going to offer you the opportunity to restore your honor, to track down and destroy a pupil who bested you in single combat. Whatever she has planned, it's a perversion of your legacy, and if she succeeds, then she's going to end up eclipsing your legacy. Do you want that to happen? And he pretty much accepts. So, yeah, we have a moment where, again, he just keeps seeing, like, worms and stuff. Gets a haircut, and he has this, like, just really stupid-ass haircut. Like, come on, man. Keep him with the old look. This is an old dude. Why is he wearing, like, a hipster haircut? This is dumb. Keep him with the long hair. It gives him more of like a samurai vibe. And I know Foot Clan is like ninjas and stuff, but like have him pull it back into like a ponytail, like Geralt style or something. I don't know. I just hate this stupid haircut, especially for Oroku Sakai. And then they give him like an Iron Man suit. It's pretty much an Iron Man suit, but with Shredder design. And they talk about it's like, you know, our men built this for us. Has all the bells and whistles. Super strength enhancement, 18-foot vertical leap, like all that stuff. And I'm like, oh man, no, don't turn Shredder into a freaking Iron Man. But the good thing is that he's like, no, this is dumb. It disgusts me that you need to worship like technology. I'll show you, as I will show Mourner, that honor, ancestors, magic, technology, all false splendors with which we are lifted up, only that we might be dashed on the rocks from a height. So he's like, I'm going to rely on nothing but flesh and blood. And so he rips off the mask, he rips off the gloves, and that's the only thing he's basically going to take. The gloves with the Wolverine claws, as well as the little spikes on the wrist, and the shoulder pads in the helmet, and that's all he's going to keep. He's not going to... I was like, alright, thank God for that. I mean, I love this design, actually, for Shredder. Don't get me wrong, I love the other like old school design with the cape and everything, but this more like of a ninja look looks pretty badass on him. I think it looks really, really cool. I'm glad that, you know, he completely disrespected the Iron Man suit. Not that I'm opposed to exo suits, like those can be cool, but not for Shredder. Shredder does not need to go running around in an exo suit. So yeah, there are things that I hate about this. One, getting beamed so easily by his pupil. She's not even his pupil. Like, he didn't really even train her. She was just like a low-ranked soldier. It would have made a lot more sense if it was like a former general or something that he had that you know, ended up taking his role when he disappeared and ends up besting him or something. It would have even been better if the person perverted the fight in some way. Like maybe they used technology to incapacitate him. She basically jabs her fingers at his head, and we see like a little shock and then knocks him out. But I'm thinking the shock, because the shock is just like in the background. So I'm thinking that's just to kind of show that she incapacitated him, not actually coming out of her hands. So she basically just hit him in the head with her fingertips and knocked him out, which was dumb. I would have liked it more if maybe she used technology in order to defeat him. And so that pisses him off even more because it's more of a perversion of his teaching. Like that could have been cool. But just having her easily beat him with just her own strength was dumb. And the haircut is stupid. But other than that, I do like this. I think this is pretty cool. I like this version of Shredder. I'm interested to see where it goes. The fact that it's like Old Man Shredder and he's hunting down a group that basically is perverting his teachings. And he's trying to, you know, stop them. He doesn't want that to eclipse his legacy. Like, that's cool. Like, I like that idea. The artwork's not that bad either. So all in all, I do enjoy this. I do recommend it. I am going to keep reading it. But there are some things where I just kind of shook my head and rolled my eyes out. Like, just some things it's like you just can't stay away from. Like, you just got to shove that in there. But all in all, this was good. I liked it. I thought it was really good. Minus its faults. So there you go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder issue number 1. It gets a recommendation from me. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.